Hey everybody, so about a week ago the Google 2024 August core updates started rolling out, and it's going to take about a month for this to completely roll out, but I wanted to take a look at some of the early results that websites are starting to see so that you can contrast and compare with your own traffic results. So let's get into it. So just as a quick refresher, last year in about September 2023, Google rolled out the helpful content update. A lot of websites saw a huge traffic drop after they did this, and then in March of 2024 of this year, they rolled out a core update that was designed to penalize AI content. So now, about 5 months later here in August, Google is rolling out yet another core update. So the reason why I bring up these three time periods is these are important time periods to take a look on your Search Console or your Google Analytics to see if you have had a traffic drop off or a traffic increase when these algorithm updates happened. Now, it's important to understand that Google's algorithm changes every single day. There are constant updates made to the algorithm with their machine learning that they use, but core updates are much more rare as Google has to deploy these manually. So now that we've gone over the timeline of what has happened in the last 12 months, let's take a look at some early results from the latest core update. So Barry Schwartz, who has been covering SEO since I've started in the industry, put out a really unique article on Search Engine Roundtable about some of the early results that people have been seeing. Barry brings up this individual named Glenn Gabe, who's monitoring about 400 websites and has been monitoring about 400 websites since the helpful content update launched about a year ago in September of 2023. And these are some of the graphs that he's showing. You can kind of see this website was doing great until about that helpful content update. Then the traffic completely died. March update happened around here. But look, since the August 2024 update has happened, their traffic is totally skyrocketed. It's recovering, right? If you look at this one, you can see another big drop off in that September. It is coming back in August. Here's one that happened in September as well. Huge drop off, but they're starting to see some signs of life. So you can kind of see here, based on these website trends that he's looking at, some sites are recovering from the August 2024 core update that's rolling out, which is fantastic. Now, it's not all quite unicorn and rainbows here, because he does say that only 73 of the 400 websites that he's tracking have seen a recovery. So that's about 18% of the sites that he's tracking that have started to recover, but we are still pretty early in this update. And this brings me to my next point. When Google makes a change like this, you have to just kind of sit back and you have to wait to kind of see what the results are going to be. And the reason for this is because these algorithm updates are huge. The algorithm, the index that Google has billions and trillions of pages on it. So the littlest tweak that they make can affect hundreds of thousands, millions, sometimes billions of sites, depending on what they actually change. And in order for that to roll out and for the rankings to kind of ping and settle where they're going to sit, it can take a long time, sometimes a month or even more. So you can see here that John Mueller, who's the senior search analyst at Google, says you'd really need to wait until the core update finishes rolling out to make any call about its effect. That's not to say you should wait with working on your website. It's just if you want to compare before versus after, waiting for it to be finished is important. So one of the worst things you can do when a core update like this happens is to knee-jerk react. The biggest reason that you shouldn't knee-jerk react is that Google typically will make changes to fix things that they mess up, but it just can take time. And if you knee-jerk react too quickly and you make too many changes, they can actually end up harming you in the long run instead of helping you. That is one of the downsides of the pay to play with Google. If you're going to be found on Google, you are subject to whatever changes they make, which can sometimes be harmful or helpful to you depending on the changes that are made. So does this mean that you just need to sit back and do nothing and just wait for Google to bring your traffic back? Of course not. You still need to be actively engaged in your SEO. You need to be creating content consistently that's high quality and that is intent-based and matches the user query. You need to make sure that your site technicality is correct when it comes to SEO, that you've got headings and meta descriptions, and that your site structure and your user experience is good. If you're doing all those things, then yeah, you just kind of have to wait for Google to get on board and make those changes. But if you're doing the right things, over time, your site should eventually rebound. So if you've seen a traffic increase or a traffic decrease, let us know in the comment section below. And that's all I really have for you guys. I hope that this video has been helpful, and I hope that you'll hit like and subscribe so that as there's more Google news that comes out and there's more helpful content that we create, you'll be notified of that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you on the next video.